Hi everyone, I'm Marisol. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been following me, thank you for being loyal. And you know I've been MIA for 3 weeks now because I've been in the process of moving. Well, my husband and I have been in the process of moving. And here I am to keep you a little bit up to date on what's been going on. So I have my notes here. I don't want to miss anything. We officially started our life in Central Florida where we moved to almost a week now. We got here on Sunday, and maybe a week prior to that, I came up to pick up my husband because he had to go back to Miami and move our stuff. So the reason why I came to pick him up is because if he were to go down with his car, then we would have had to drive the truck, my car, and his car. So we figured I pick him up and we leave in my car, and then we will only have to worry about the truck and my car. Well, it turns out that on my way up, my oil light came on. And I'm telling my husband this, and he's like, okay, it's either because it's low on oil, or I had been coming back, we had been coming back and forth with both cars for, God, my car came 5 times, so it's to and from, and it's about a 5-hour drive. So we're like, okay, maybe it's telling us that it needs an oil change, even though we had done an oil change maybe a month prior, but the miles that we had been putting on it. So long story short, I arrived to Central Florida. He checked my oil and it was absolutely empty. How that car made it here, we don't know. The engine didn't die. I don't know what happened, but it was an oil leak, a major one. So we decided to leave my car here and go down to Miami in his car. We did that. We kept on, moving things around, packing things, throwing things away the week that he was there. And we finally left on Saturday. We left that Saturday at 11 p.m. That was not the plan. The plan was to leave like maybe at 2, 3, no later than that. We left at 11. We didn't get here until 5 something in the morning. We were dying. We were just dying. But we had to make sure we had everything. We left the apartment clean, and it was just whatever. We got that over with, and we got here on Sunday morning, and we went to sleep like at 6 a.m. We woke up like at 1 or 2 p.m. And the truck, we brought it to where we're staying at, which is an Airbnb, while our closing is almost 2 weeks from now, 10 days to be exact. So we're like, okay, we'll unload all our belongings at the storage we rented the following day, which was, actually that day on Sunday. So when we got up, we went to storage, and we just unloaded everything. And we didn't finish until like 9 p.m. If you're aware, you know that we have cats and we have a big bird. It went better than I thought it would, given that it was so many hours in the car and they're not used to that. They were a little bit off, but they made it. We got to the Airbnb. We, let them out of their cages, and they were just exploring the whole place. The parrot was like, okay, where are we? But little by little, they're getting used to it, which sucks because now when we move again, they got to do that again. Not the long drive, but they got to get used to it again. So whatever. Anyway, so we took my car to get fixed. It ended up being a seal that went bad, and They had to take out the transmission in order to get to the seal. The seal was not even $50. Most of the money was for the labor. It was about 6 hours of labor. It was a little over $1,000, but it's a price you gotta pay. So they finished my car yesterday, and since we live not too close to the city, we live about a half hour away, and my husband was working yesterday. By the time he got out, the place closed, and today they're closed. Today, July 4th. So we'll be picking up my car on Saturday, and I'm dying to do that because I am just stuck here in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do, nowhere to go. So that's that. So if you're wondering, what are you doing there, Marisol, if you have nothing to do? Well, I've been getting different estimates for different things that we need. For instance, we need gutters. It's a brand new house. It doesn't come with gutters. So you got to get gutters. You got to get window treatments. You got to get a water filtration system because it's well water. You got to get a mailbox. You got to get a lawnmower. You got to get a washer and dryer. So for the different contractors, I've been trying to get 2 and 3 different estimates. And I'm sorry if you hear a lot of rain and thundering, but there's a big storm passing by. So I've been doing mostly that. We also want to enclose our patio in the back to keep the bugs away. You know, we're getting an estimate on that. So different little things that we need, I've been working on while I'm at home, our temporary home. So we're closing in 10 days. By the time you watch this video, sorry about that thunder. Anyway, 10 days as of Friday. This is when I'm recording the video. I'll probably upload it between Saturday and Sunday. So by then, it'll be almost a week, and we're so excited about that. Right now, in the Airbnb that we're at, we're about 25 minutes away from the city. Everything is 25 minutes away. We are 6 miles from the home we're buying, and once we're at the home, we're about roughly 30 minutes away from everything. And what I mean everything is the city. It's, you know, the supermarkets, dealers, restaurants, hospitals, everything is about 30 minutes away, which is roughly about 18, 19 miles away, which we are absolutely fine with because we love to be in the middle of nowhere, away from people. I mean, not that we're antisocial, but we like the peace and the quiet, and that's the price that we're willing to pay to live out in the country. You know, we love it. We just love it. That's what we've always wanted. And we just have to plan ourselves a little better. Like, for example, tomorrow we're picking up my car and we're going to the city. So we have to plan out what we need to do over there, any groceries we need, anything we need to do before we come back home. The only thing we have around here, and it's not even around here, it's a couple miles away, is a gas station, for instance. So, but we're good. We love that life. So thankfully, the worst part is behind us. The packing, the decluttering, donating. People that pick up your donations, they must have come to our house like maybe 4 or 5 times in like 5-6 days. The loading the truck, the driving all the way over here in the middle of the night with the pets, the truck, one car, getting here at almost 6 a.m. the next day, unloading at the storage facility. And we're gonna have to do that again, but at least we're closer now. All that was so hard. And I'm not going to say that we felt that all that was gonna be impossible or anything like that, but we knew the difficulty of it. And we were willing to do it, and we did it, and we're so glad we did. So the message I wanted to share is that sometimes things can seem unreachable or even impossible until it's behind you. That's really, to us, it didn't feel unreachable. It didn't feel impossible, but it was just difficult. And we knew that we were going to have to go through a lot to get to where we're at now. When you're in the thick of change, like in our case, boxes everywhere, finances stretched, timelines uncertain, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and question everything. But with time and persistence and trust in the process, the pieces do come together. They will come together. Eventually, everything falls into place. This process of buying a home can be difficult. And I'll be honest, so far it hasn't been that difficult. They ask you for a lot of things. And like my husband said, it probably has everything to do with the fact that we have everything organized. So whenever they asked for something, oh, here it is. So, it hasn't been that difficult. But everything else has been difficult. Anyway, what once felt like chaos starts to look like a plan unfolding. So trust the process, have a lot of patience, and soon you'll see everything form right in front of you, and you're not gonna believe, oh my God, this is all behind us. This is all behind me. Look at everything that I did or we did, and look at where we're at now. And this situation doesn't just fit buying a home. This journey mirrors any transition in life. Anything. It could be a plan that you have of I don't know, changing careers, or anything that you might think, I will never get there. That's impossible. Everything's possible. You just have to set your mind to it and just do what you got to do. Like I've told you in my previous video, do what you got to do and just do, one step at a time, and you'll get to where you want to get to. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you being here all the way to the end of the video. And for you loyal daydreamers, thank you. I appreciate you. I love your loyalty to me. And like I've said before, I promise to make it up to you. I have not had a lot of time, to go into your channels and watch your videos, but I promise that I will. If this video resonates with you, if you know someone that's going through it, or maybe you have something in mind that you feel that maybe this video can help you, let me know in the comments. If you have anything to say about it, let me know in the comments. If you've had a similar experience, let me know in the comments. And maybe you can help somebody else that's watching the video and is, on the fence about whether they should take that leap or not. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. Bye. And sorry about that. Let him kill his curiosity, and there we go.